Today I'll be reviewing the USB power meter by Centech. Take a look at the packaging. Here's the front. And the back. The contents include one USB power meter and a set of user instructions. From the end of the input to the output, it's about 2.5 inches. So basically about the size of the old thumb drives. So very handy to carry around, stick it in your pocket, laptop bag, something like that. Alright, so as you can see, there's the LED screen there. Has a digital display readout whenever this is plugged in to a USB power source. Here's your USB input and one USB output. You can see that the plastic casing that's in is clear, and you're able to see the circuit board and all the circuitry inside. On top is your function button. You can function between amps, volts, peak current, and minimum voltage. So it has 4 different settings that you can toggle between. If you've read the description on the Amazon site here, you've probably got a good idea about what this is used for. I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate what I would actually use it for. Here I have an external power bank with USB to USB ports here that I would use to charge my cell phone, tablet, something like that. Well, I'd like to know what the voltage is that's being outputted out of here. Also, I want to be able to read the amps on the cable that I'm going to connect to my iPhone, and this will do both. So I'm going to go ahead and plug it in. As you can see, it's reading 0 amps. I'll go ahead and zoom in here a little bit. You can toggle to volts. My voltage output is 5.27 volts coming from here. Now I want to see what kind of volts and amps are being output. So got my iPhone here. Also got a cable, lightning connector on one end, USB on the other. Go ahead and connect one end to the USB power meter, and I'm going to connect the other end to my iPhone. There we go. So what this is going to do is tell me the voltage and also the amperage that is being drawn. Zoom in here. Alright, so as you can see, it's showing 5.28 volts. I'm going to go ahead and flip to the next item here, which is peak current. And my peak current is 0 amps. My minimum voltage, 5.22, and the amps are 0. So what this is telling me is that I'm not drawing any amps from this power bank, and the power bank is on. So that means that there's either something wrong with my iPhone or something wrong with this cable. I'm going to go ahead and switch out cables. You heard that chirp coming from my phone. Zoom back in here. Alright, that's better. You can see that the amps are 1 amp, and that's the maximum current draw that I can get out of this port I have it plugged in. Let's switch to volts. Alright, my voltage is very good. I want it somewhere around 5 volts. So from this little test I just performed, I found out that the first cable I used was faulty and is not working. Glad it was the cable and not my phone. Now you can do this for other devices as well. You could plug this into the USB port on your computer. Maybe that USB port isn't functioning. If it's not functioning, it'll show either a much lower voltage, under 5 volts, or maybe no voltage at all. So it's just a very handy tool to have. You can use it for USB wall charger to try to troubleshoot that, troubleshoot any kind of USB cables. Just overall a very handy and very affordable device to have. This review was done by Josh. I was supplied this item for test and evaluation and promised to report a fair and honest review.